everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nicole and this is Dusty Book Sniffers, and today we're here for a little bit of a challenge for myself. It is read what you own. So let's get started. Good evening everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for taking some time out of your day and spending it with me while I prattle on about the things that I'm going to do in the next 10 to 12 months of the Read What You Own challenge. Alright, so this is not a TBR or anything. This is just letting you know that I'm putting it out there that I am actually going to read what I own. Okay, so you can't see a lot of my books, but you can see some of them. Okay, I have 7 of these bookshelves. They're pretty much chocker full, and then I have a whole heap more here that are all books that I haven't read, and then I've got a ton of piles everywhere that I have not have not read. So after my birthday month and also this month coming up in December, basically I will be opening up 48 books in December for my advent. I do this every year. I've done 24 in the past. This year I got 2 boxes because they're coming in genre boxes now. So I got 2 of my favorite genres. You can check all that out. That'll be happening from the 1st of December. So you can go and check that out. And of course, you know, that is just, there'll be a playlist there. You go to my homepage and you can find it there. It'll be the second playlist under the first playlist underneath my sprint schedule. All right. So now that you know where you can find all that Christmas stuff and the books that I'm going to open. And then on my birthday, I got a heap of gifts and everything from people. Then I also got a whole heap of stuff that I purchased that I wanted to get with birthday money and all that sort of stuff. So subsequently, I've brought a ton of books into my house. So I think I got worked out it was over 100 books that I bought in the house in the last 5 months. Go to the beginning of the year, I also bought books as well. All right, so needless to say, I have a ton of books on my shelf that I need to read, and basically they are piling up. Now, I do have the plan of, you know, getting books for when I retire, so I've got physical books here because I've got money to spend now. When I retire, I won't have that. I am still wanting to do that, but I'm sort of gearing back from brand new books and gearing back to making my money work a little bit better for me and gearing back to secondhand books. Okay, so I have also brought a lot of secondhand books into the house this year. Back in January, I brought 165 secondhand books in, a lot of them classics that I want to read, a lot of them I have already read, which is great. So I do generally shop my shelves, but I've noticed lately that I've been getting caught up in FOMO, buddy reads, Kindle books, Audible books, Libby books. That means that I have been neglecting my physical library. So I thought about it and I sat on the fence for a long time. Now this started, there are a lot of people that started this challenge back in the beginning of November, which is okay, that's fine. I'm a little bit late. I'm starting on the 1st of December and I'm going through to the 31st of October. Now you might be asking, why are you doing those strange dates? It's the 1st of December. Why not start on the 1st of January? Well, I wanted to start on the 1st of December because I wanted to go into January with that mindset that I am reading off my shelves, including my Audible, Kindle and NetGalley shelves. I'm reading off them, and that is what I want to do next year. So that's why I'm starting in December. Now, I do have some rules for myself. The first thing that I'm going to show you though is I actually created myself a little digital reading journal, if you will, over on Canva, and I created this with the thought that I might print this off after I've done it, and then that way I've got it on my shelf and I've got a record for it. So currently it's sitting at 100 pages. I've got enough room there. I can add to it and all that sort of stuff. And as you can see, I've got a pretty little cover on it, and then I've got the rules, and then I've got, you know, some what do you call them, tally, so to check off books that I've read from each of my selections, and then I've got a place to review those books and all that sort of stuff. Especially if they're a 5-star read, I want to have a record of that, and I thought this would be a great way to keep that record. I can keep it digitally, but you know, if I have a really good reading year, why not print it off, put it on as a record, and all the things. All right, so let me just scroll back to the rules. All right, and I am going to talk about the rules a little bit here, and you can see them. I will be looking down at my notes so you can I can at least read them in sequence and all the rest of it. So this is my rule page in my little digital reading journal. So my main focus is my physical books, and I want to read 100 of them and by the end of October. Now, I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't get to it. It was just a nice round number. This year I've read nearly 300 books, so it is more than doable. So I thought, you know what, 100 physical books is a good thing, and that would probably clear half of the shelf that I've got off to the side here. Okay, and then I must read, because I have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, which I'm not getting rid of, and I also have an Audible subscription. So I need to at least listen to one of the Audible books that I've purchased. Not necessarily one that is connected to a Kindle book, but that'll be two birds if I do. But basically, I need to read, because I've purchased like Audible books that have been cheap, like on the sales and stuff like that, and I've got them sitting there. I have, at last count, I have over 300 books on my Audible, 200 of which are unlistened to. Okay, so basically, and I've had that for quite a long time because I've had Kindle Unlimited and whatnot. So I want to take one of them off, and then I've also got my Kindle, which has over 700 books on there. I haven't had a Kindle for very long. I think I've had that for about 3 years. A lot of those have come from Stuff Your Kindle. I have been going through and just getting rid of ones that I know that I'm not going to read, but I have a lot on my Kindle that I want to get to. So I need to read at least one of them each month. I need to listen to an audio, and I need to at least listen or read one Kindle Unlimited, because I can get audio sometimes with my Kindle Unlimited. So I get the book as a Kindle book, so I can e-read it if I want to, but it also comes with a audiobook attached, so I've got that there. So there's that. So I need to take one each month off that. And then of course I have my NetGalley. Now my NetGalley, I have put some provisos in with that. My NetGalley shelf, I can read as many as I want off that, but I can only request 6. So I need to be very selective with the 6 that I choose. Now I'm using the NetGalley to help me with another content creation thing that I'm doing, that I'm allowing myself to buy books for, in the hope that I will actually have a few that I've read throughout the year. Now, I predominantly hang out on the UK one because this is a UK prize. It's the Women's Prize for Fiction. If you've been around for a while, you already know about that. I am allowing myself to buy those books because I create content around them. Okay, so obviously I can't get them brand new because they, secondhand. They usually have to get them on Kindle because they're not always available or anything like that. So I'm allowing myself to get those for the long list, but I'm hoping that my NetGalley has provided some of those books, because I've been reading a lot of literary fiction, and I have still a lot of literary fiction to get through before that prize is announced at the beginning of March. So my thing is to actually read off my NetGalley quite a bit. They are titles that I already have, but I'm allowing myself to select 6 books a month. That's it. And as I said, this is because I use this for content and whatnot. So I still need to be able to produce that content. So that's why I've put that in there. Of course, if anybody sends me a gift during the year, that'll be absolutely fantastic as well. I can read those because I subsequently own them. So I can add them in even if they're coming in through the challenge. And also, as I said earlier, I'm allowing myself to be able to buy the brand new books for the Women's Prize for Fiction. Now, the reason why I am doing that, I'm allowing that, is, as I said earlier, I can't get them secondhand a lot of the time. So I have to sort of get them as Kindle books or audio books. I mean, one year there, I could only get, I couldn't get any of the physical books here in Australia because they hadn't been released here yet. Amazon was the only place that I could find them. And so they wouldn't ship them in. So I had to get the Kindle and the audio books. So that is a thing that I do. So they are the basic rules. Now, I haven't put this into the rules as such. I have not put in that I'm not buying any brand new books because I'm going to try and get my books secondhand from here on out because I'm saving money by not buying a brand new book. Now, I know that, and I'm only doing it for this year because I'm going to the UK and I'm saving for the UK. So this is another reason why I'm doing this challenge. And so I'm going to try and get some, if I need to buy some books, they will only be secondhand, but I'm subsequently going to try not to buy any books. I'm not going to say I'm putting myself on a book buying ban because I know that that is setting me up for failure straight off the bat, because I am currently, you can see there's a few books that are turned down. They are Women's Prize for Fiction shortlist books that I am trying to, I'm trying to get the whole collection for the last 30 years because we're coming up to the 30th year of the Women's Prize for Fiction. So I'm trying to have a shelf with all that on there. So that's why, and I've got a guy that is searching them for me. And so when he gets them, I obviously go and buy them, but I'm getting them for like $2 and $3 each, which is absolutely fantastic. All right. So you might want to know what my goals are now. You can see there just below there on the page. My goals are pretty simple, pretty simplistic. It's 200 for the whole year. I basically have Kindle books, 25, Kindle Unlimited books, 25 for the year, which will be easily done because I also have a Kindle and Mayhem done in May, and basically this is where we just read nothing but Kindle books and nothing but Kindle Unlimited books. I generally focus on the Kindle Unlimited, but this year I think I'm going to be focusing on a hybrid, so 10 of Kindle, 10 of KU. So yeah, and then obviously I've got 25 audiobooks, more than enough on there to knock off the list, and then of course 25 NetGalley books. Now essentially I'll probably knock that off by March. I'm not going to add another 25. These are just the books that I want to get done for this challenge. If I read more than that, that's a bonus. Does it mean that I can buy extra books? No, it doesn't. It just means that I will be just focusing on that and not doing a tally or anything like that. I may end up still tallying, so I know how many NetGalley books I read by the end of the challenge. And of course this challenge will be ending for me on the 31st of October because NetGalley November will be starting up again, and that is a pretty hectic month because we do 24/30, which is 24 hours a day of sprinting, 30 days through the month, and yeah, and there'll be lots of fun to be had. I don't know who the hosts are going to be yet. I'm not going to talk about that now, but that's why I'm ending the challenge on the 31st. So that is the things that I'm going to do, and I hope that some of you may end up joining me in this. And I didn't mention, but Criminoli was the brainchild behind this originally, and there are a lot of fabulous creators that now do this each year that I follow, and I will list them all up down below, and you can go and check them out. And I am so excited that I'm going to do the Read What You Own challenge and get it all done and dusted by the end of the year, and I'll have read 200 books, which will be absolutely fabulous. And of course I still have, you know, readathons and all that sort of happening and whatnot, so I may end up checking this over pretty quickly. Of course, if I mark everything off and I'm only halfway through the year, I'll probably just continue it on anyway and then go till the 31st, and because I'll be in that mindset, and that just means that I get extra books off my shelf. But I do hope that you come and join in the fun, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can get the updates of the things that I've been reading off my shelf. You can also check out my TBR video as well. That I'm off to a great start. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books that I'll be reading off my shelf, as plus some NetGalley ones in December as well. So I'm off to a good start. So come and subscribe to the channel, set it to all notifications. And I'm not sure what day, but I'm thinking that Thursdays will be my weekly update of the Read What You Own challenge. And of course, I have a ton of other stuff happening throughout the week, each week as well. We have sprints and all that sort of stuff. So make sure you subscribe, and then that way you're not going to miss out on any of my future uploads. And while you're down there, hop, skip it, a jump over to the like button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below and let me know if you are participating in this, if you find this intriguing, or if you're just going to follow along to see what my progress is. I'd love to get to know you. But as I said, that is it from me today. As always, keep turning those pages, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.